Guys, there's just a lot of distractions going on here. There's herons trying to fish out of the creek. There's a dog chasing the herons. I'm trying to pet the dog. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we find ourselves at the stunning Mossy Creek in Jefferson City, Tennessee. I am really excited to get this round going, so sit back, relax, stay for a while, and let's go toss some plastic. And we have made it to hole one of Mossy Creek, and guys, what a beautiful morning out here. It does sound amazing to have this creek in the background. We're starting off with a nice and simple 264 foot. You can go with a big ante shot, a big hyzer shot to play the hill, or you can try to go up the gut in between the trees. We are going to start with the breeze and go for the big ante. I'm really excited to get this round started. Get up there. Oh yeah, really nice first throw. You always gotta love a great breeze throw. Hole 2, 264 feet, dead straight, downhill. The trees take away the simple hyzer lane, so it does make the hole quite tricky. You have to come in on an ante, and if you sail past the basket or catch a bad roll, it's gonna go right to the creek, so hopefully we can avoid that. And for back-to-back, we are gonna go with the breeze. Oh, it's way short. All right, we got a little ground play, but I did not commit to that throw at all. We've left ourselves in a tricky situation now. Hopefully we don't catch a roll away and make it to the water. We have probably 65 feet for the 2. Come on. Oh, really close. I think we stopped rolling, I hope. We've left ourselves probably 24 feet for the comeback putt. Yes, nice catch by the basket. Hole 3, 270 feet, dead straight. You can go with a slight ante or a slight hyzer. If you go with the hyzer shot, you might contend with that broken tree up there. Hopefully we can get past this water and leave ourselves a putt. We are gonna go with our Envy. Oh, it's too far, I think. The Envy did take off on us a little bit there. We're quite a bit deep. Hopefully we can knock this one down and focus up. I'm getting a little too distracted by all the cool nature around here. Probably 32 feet for the 2. No, not even close. For the par. As you guys can tell, Craig brought his new dog out to play today. He's a little feisty though. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure which breed he is, but he's a little feisty. You don't wanna get too close to him, but very cool colors. All right, that one did fluster me a little bit there, so we are gonna really focus up here. Hole 4, 312 feet, dead straight. Again, if you try to go for a hyzer, you are gonna contend with a few trees, so we are gonna get a nice little turnover shot with our hex. Looking good, looking really good. Simmer down. All right, that's gonna be a long-ish putt. We should be able to knock that one down. Good, not a great shot. We've left ourselves probably 36 feet for the 2. There's a dog trying to come to me. I wish the owner would have let it, to be honest. Oh, big tripod hit. Hole 5, 279 feet. Guys, there's just a lot of distractions going on here. There's herons trying to fish out of the creek. There's a dog chasing the herons. I'm trying to pet the dog. There's a lot going on. So hopefully we can get back on track. 279 feet, dead straight. Quite a few trees up there blocking the basket. We are gonna go for it with a full Envy toss. Oh, be good. If that got the distance, we should be right under the basket for the much needed birdie. Hole 6, 276 feet, dead straight. If you drift too far off to the right, you are gonna end up in the creek. So with that being said, we are gonna go with a light hex because the Envy can tend to get a little too fadey on us. Hopefully we can give this a nice ace run. Be good. All right, no ace run, but it should be a short putt. 4 to the 2. Holy crap, a lot of big birds just flew out of that tree. Oh my goodness, did that scare me. Sheesh. Hole 7, this is a unique one, 225 feet. We have to get through these 2 initial trees, but the basket is dead straight and way uphill. So we are gonna disc up to our hex. I'm not sure if it's gonna be too much. This is a pretty severe incline, so we'll see how it turns out. All right, I think that should be a pretty good putt. 4 to the 2. Hole 8, 390 feet, my favorite kind of hole, dead straight, way downhill. We are gonna give it a full run with our champion boss. Highs are in, highs are in. Oh, really nice shot. I think we're right underneath the basket. Let's go. 4 to the 2. Hole 9, 423 feet. It looks like if you hyzer out too soon, you're gonna catch a downslope right towards the creek. We are gonna do a full send with our champion boss. Feels like a pretty good throw. Oh, we skipped a mile down that hill. I think our distance was pretty good. Let's go find out where we are. Here's where we ended up. It definitely could have been much worse. We could have skipped again or rolled and gone for who knows how long. We still have probably 33 feet for the 2. Oh, dang it. Hole 9 break, and today I want to throw a question at you guys, and of course I want to see you leave your answers down in the comment section, and that is, what motivates you to get out to the course to play around? Is it mostly social? Do you just like to get out with your buddies, meet new people, play around and just spend time together? Or is it very practice-based? Are you just simply heading out to the course to really hone in your skills and get better for those upcoming competitions and really try to push your rating to see how far your skill can increase? Or are you similar to me? My biggest motivator and pretty much the whole reason I got into the sport is because I love being outside. I love being out in nature to see all of the awesome things that Earth has to offer. I get a ton of questions of people always asking me, how come I don't compete? How come I don't play more tournaments? And honestly, guys, I tried that way back in the day with a couple tournaments, and it took me no time at all to realize that they are just not for me. But if you do find me in your town, I 100% am going to be at every single doubles get together, every single doubles tournament, league night, you name it, I'll be there. I love doubles. But the thing with those organized and sanctioned events, it just took the fun out of the game for me. And the second that happens, I'm not gonna play well and I'm not gonna enjoy myself. And the #1 rule of playing disc golf is to have fun. So if tournaments are not your thing, who cares? Just get out there and toss some plastic. And hey, if you're new here and you're enjoying the content, please take a second, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Hole 10, one of the most unique looking holes I've ever seen as we throw over this amphitheater. It's only 210 feet. You can't really take a hyzer route because of how steep that hill is. So we're gonna go with a really soft Envy toss, hopefully give it a run. Oh, it's not gonna hook up. That was a really good throw. Whenever you want the Envy to hook up, it never will, but nonetheless, we will take it. For the 2, hole 11, 207 feet, a huge Annie shot or sidearm. I think with how steep the curve is, we almost have to go with the sidearm because I don't know what's behind the basket, and big Annie turnover shots can get very glidey, so we are gonna go with our splice. Well, that was an absolutely horrible shot. Well, I have no idea what that throw was. Every once in a while, you just get those discs that leave the hand weird immediately. We needed way more height on that. Luckily, it is a really short hole, so we still have a putt, probably 52 feet for the 2. Really nice putt. We needed it. Hole 12, 234 feet. We have a couple options here. We can go with a wide sidearm. You can go with this dead straight up the middle route, and you can go with the hyzer. That's more of a throw and hope situation. We're gonna try to go with the Annie route with our Envy. After seeing that branch hanging down, I did decide to go up the middle. We should have a putt. It appears that we had some noodle arm action going on there. There's really no reason to be 35 feet short on a tee shot like that, but hopefully we can knock this one down. Nope. Not good. For the 3, by total surprise, even though there's a lot of houses around here, this might be one of the most scenic disc golf courses I've ever played at. It feels like we're in The Hobbit. It feels like we're in a fairy tale movie. There's a crane or heron fishing right there. I don't know much about birds, but that's giving me more crane vibes than heron, but super cool to see. I'll see if I can get a little closer, but I don't want to spook him too much. But he is absolutely, there he goes. Super, super cool. Hole 13, 267 feet. This is the first hole in quite a while that we are just gonna go with a straight hyzer, and we are gonna use our Kia. Hook up. Wow, that looked like it went quite a bit deep. That'd be pretty far for a Kia throw. Much better than we thought. This makes a lot more sense. We may have even had a little run. 260 is about max for the Kia. Wow, that was close. Hole 14, 261 feet, dead straight. It does look like there's quite a bit of hazard behind the basket, so we don't want to risk anything going too far. We're going to try to force the Kia over and let its stability bring us back to the basket. Hook up faster, please. Oh, really nice shot. Again, that 260, if it's a shot that we can make for the Kia, that is the perfect number. With a little elbow grease, they could make this a super cool island hole. Nature's already done half the work. There's quite the drop off around this basket. It'd be really cool to see it. Let me tell you guys something, the walk from hole 14 to 15 is one of the longest I've ever had when playing a course. I know you can't see the basket. This is a very funky hole. It's 246 feet, basically dead straight. If we overturn anything, we are gonna go into a very thick rough, so hopefully we avoid that. We are gonna go with our Envy. Me and the Envy are just not clicking well today. We didn't get any turn on that. Not a great shot, gonna be a long putt. We've left ourselves about 35 feet downhill for the 2. Nice putt. Again, I need some input from you guys. What do you recommend for an electric hand warmer? I'm not gonna lie, the past month of filming, these early morning rounds, my hands are absolutely freezing. I'm always touching the tripod. I never really have time to hide them in my pockets to warm up. I have tried one from Innova once. It was the size of a brick, and it didn't get very warm. I don't know what they were thinking with that design, and it was like $42. So needless to say, I returned that pretty quickly. But any recommendations, guys, please let me know. Hole 16, this is a juicy one, 303 feet, giant Annie shot. I'm not sure what happens if you go too far to the right, so we are gonna full send our hex. Hold the line. All right, let's go find out how that is. I had a feeling that one was pretty good. Hole 17, 219 feet. This is kind of a wacky hole, quite a bit downhill. You wanna go with a little sidearm flick shot or a nice turnover. Hope you get through the trees and have a putt. We are gonna go with a fan gripped Piwaka Waka. That's way too high. Oh. Honestly, I think those tree kicks helped us quite a bit. I released that way too high in the air. Well, after a very poorly executed drive, we still have probably 85 feet. I'm gonna go with a little flick shot with my Justice, hopefully give it a run. Oh, I wanted that one. I really wanted that one. And rounding off our gorgeous day here at Mossy Creek, we have hole 18, 336 feet, dead straight. There is no sidearm or ante lane. And if you go with the hyzer, you have to play the game of try not to hit the house up there. We're gonna try to get a nice flip up with our Undertaker. Oh, hook up, please. We're gonna hit the house. Oh my goodness. We were this close to hitting that window. Oh, not how you want to end a day. Not a great drive. We've left ourselves probably 55 feet. For some reason, our distance control and our commitment to our throws have not been very well today, but hopefully we can knock this one down and end on a strong note. Come on. That was the more realistic outcome, wasn't it? A nice basket hit to end the round. And that wraps up today's video at Mossy Creek in Jefferson City, Tennessee. And guys, I was completely taken off guard on how peaceful and beautiful this place is. This course reminds me a lot of another one that I have filmed on the channel called River Park. This place is located right in the middle of the city. It is very well maintained and people of all skill levels can come out and enjoy it. I'm not sure how much more you want to ask for out of a disc golf course. This is not some super technical or difficult disc golf course. You don't need a million shot shapes. You're not gonna come out of this a much better disc golfer, but you know what? It has good ease of play and it is very enjoyable. The tee signs, the baskets, and the tee pads are all amazing. They all seem fairly newer. I'm not sure how old this park is, but they are all in great condition. One thing about Mossy Creek that I'm really not a fan of is after hole 14, the walk to hole 15 is super long. It feels like the park may have ran out of space. They tried to cram a few holes in off to the side, and I honestly feel like it took away from the enjoyable experience of the park up to that point. And that is not something obviously that has an easy fix, but it was quite strange and I was not a fan of it. Overall, I would give Mossy Creek the very solid score of 8.4 out of 10. I know to some of you that might be pretty high. The only thing holding it back was the creativity of the shots. And like I said, that hole 14 and on little conundrum going on here. But guys, it's a beautiful city park. Everyone can come out and have a blast. You're not trying to play through any other sports. It's nice, it's calm, it's peaceful. I would highly recommend it to anybody. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Now it's your turn to go toss some plastics.